Admiral back here with Fireman Path of Radiance, and I must apologize, I'm so sleep deprived. Everything hurts. So we're probably going to be many lapses in judgment this time. Alright, so I do want to try and tear through this mission by the end of this episode, though. I'm probably going to have to die a few times. It seems like there'll be a bit of trial and error here. One of the tricky things is I usually like to, whenever there's like someone here with a long-range spell like this, I like to just stand there and tank it. But that requires standing still for 5 turns, and we have a 20-turn limit. So I do not like that, Sam I am. Probably what I should do is I should swap out my unit here for a few more powerful people. I should have Braum for his tankiness, Titania for her everything. Maybe even bring Tanith or Khalil, or indeed Levy. But I'm not going to do that right immediately, because there are a few things. First of all, what I should try is not to rush them like I did before, and get everyone killed immediately by all this. I should try and hang back and lure a few people over first, and then the Wyvern Riders will surely come right after, and then things will be fine then, I guess. But also what I want to try is, since Boyd was absolutely putting in work before, I want to see how we get on just straight up putting him out there in front of all this stuff and see if he survives like 20 hits or whatever and myrtleizes everyone. So I'll keep him out of the blizzard range and just sort of move him up around here. His dodge is just as good with the steel axe, so let's give him that. And good luck, Boyd. And in that case, if we're doing that, it may be prudent, actually, to just have everyone else move down here to try and take some of this out, in that case. I'll never understand why it isn't so that... Why doesn't it sort by XP after you sort it by level is my point. We've got an archer here, so we can get... If we can get them... The faster we get them out, probably the better. Try the steel lance. Nice shot. Boodly-doo. Yay! And now go hide here where this Wyvern Rider was planning on going to ruin our plans. Ah, damn. Everyone's far away. I should have had Marsha closer. Take the hurt to this one as much as you can. Whew, nice dodge. That's the stuff. Whew, man, that looks good to me. Takedown for you. Nice. Fortunately, actually, the enemies are mostly pretty humbled by our speed, except for maybe you. So in many cases, we can just put our very weak people out here to tank one hit because they're not going to get hit by 2. Something like this. Elvindit. Still not like tremendously confident in Boyd up there, but I mean, he could survive. Actually, what I probably shouldn't do is get too far away from him, because he might survive one turn and then be like surrounded and need help desperately, and I've only given him a vulnerary. So maybe we should have like 1 or 2 people up there to go assist him. We do need to take this stuff out though. I'll have Ike close by, I guess, because he can't really hit anyone else from here. Oh, I didn't mark you. Did I just put Ike in your range? Oh, just barely not. Thank you. This is perfect. Here's what we're going to do is we're going to put you... So that we can get bastard close to Ike and them. Put Ilyana there. Rayson goes and heals her. I'm starting to think maybe I'm missing a lot. Wait, there are a lot of people who can hit. There's a lot of people here. Probably none of them can get to Rayson from here, though. This is probably smart and fine. Oh, God, they'll be able to get to Ilyana. Well, only one of them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm overreacting. The buffet does just enough damage here to finish. So why the heck not? We can see our new Thunder Tome in action. Ugh. Oh, that's why you weren't able to change the color, because in this game they don't actually hold the tome. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, you can get to Ilyana, but you sure can't. Yeah, it should be fine. You get 8, so could you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Nah, that's not good. Just go up here with like... Okay, they're starting with this side, which is nice, although I guess the Boyd side is the more integral side, so I should hope for them to do that. Ow! Earlier. What am I talking about? Whatever. They're doing it this now. Let's just live with it. But that side's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be Boyd's side of things that's really tricky. Although, the way it's divided right now, I think currently most of the Wyvern Knights won't be able to hit him. Ow! You are the absolute worst. Please don't have it double. There's no way you can. It's fine. Forgot what I was saying. Right, and then, so, like, a lot of the foot soldiers are going to be attacking Boyd this turn, and he's going to do a fair number on them. The healer won't be able to catch up with him, I don't think. And then the Wyvern Riders will get all close next time, so maybe he can sort of back up a little and heal. Maybe he can put his back to a few trees so that he doesn't get surrounded on all 4 sides this next turn. So see, the Wyvern Riders can't really get to him. One of them can. Maybe the other one too. Let's see. At least it's not all of them at once, is my point. They have about a 30% chance, 33% chance, was it, to hit him? Oh, of course. Okay, whatever, he's doubling them for lots of damage, so he can take any of them out in 2 turns, essentially. And they're all going to be attacking him pretty fastly and furiously here, so it's just about our luck with his dodges, I think, which so far is looking up. There we go, that's a takedown all the way. And as he's leveling up here, he may get more health and defense and or speed and all of the above, so he might even class up if they attack him furiously enough. So this could be very good. Strength, speed, and defense are all the things he needs right now to make this more survivable. He's now more dodgy and takes less damage on an actual hit. So in theory, he'll be the absolute perfect person to tank all of this, and he's getting actual full takedowns on these people, so the healers won't even have a chance to do anything. And he might get a class change before this is out. Someone's throwing something at. Is it a bow or a? Yeah, it's a bow. All right, so he doesn't have any weapon type advantages, so he's probably gonna get hit, right? But you also have a thing. Okay, so we definitely want to heal him this turn, but he should dodge this one. Yeah, okay. I want to heal him and try and put his back to 2 things. I mean, it's still... The ranged people can hit him, and then the wyverns get, like, multiple movements and stuff. So it might be prudent to have him, like, run round a wall here. Let's just mark all these so that they don't get any uppity ideas about killing Icon friends. This is actually probably going to go better than I was expecting that I was being stupid, and this was going to go horribly, but Boyd is doing an exceptional job here. He is at half health, mind, but yes, okay, I think this is the thing to do is, since... Did the healer not even heal the Wyvern Riders? Wow, that's not a very good friend. Probably the thing to do is back him as far away as he can go, and then heal. So now I'm luring... Not only am I luring him towards the rest of the crew, which are going to be able to help him, but he's going to be able to do a number on the 3 people who chase him this turn, and shouldn't die from that. This is probably going to go much better than I was predicting, so this is probably the way to start this mission. I don't really have a good idea about how to approach all this, though, because there are some scaries like you mixed in with some long-range magic like you, and it just seems like a recipe for a bad time. But if we get this area cleared up, we might be able to put, like, Soren or someone up there while we go to fight these, so that he can tank all this magic junk. Get rid of it before we're even there, and then he can also be the one to visit, I guess. But first, we got to get some people out of these ranges. I think we better just keep them focused on Boyd as we possibly can have them. All right, and I have pretty high confidence that we can take this all out in one go. So let's start with trying to take out this person with the axe here. Great, you get doubles. Go for it. 14% chance to crit. That's great. Case in point. Bang. Save that durability, boy. You're not Boyd, Rolf. Probably going to be feeling my decision to not bring healers sometime soon, but we've got plenty of vulneraries and they are cheap. Wyvern v Wyvern, you're much faster and more skilled, not nearly as defensy or strengthy or healthy. But we shall tolerate that, shan't we? Because he'll soon be there, I reckon. Ow! God, that's a lot. And soon enough, Rayson will be transformed, and then we can do all kinds of good things. I should be wary that Soren is on his deathbed. This is extra effectiveness against flying, isn't it? Actually, so maybe just a normal wind will take it. 12, but you get 2, so go for it, I say. And I believe she's also got a wind tome. That's actually something I didn't consider. Oh, and he's, of course, why do you always have to adept when you're already going to get 2, Soren? Gak, whatever. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. We're no worse for wear now. Hell yeah. Experience! More magic for you. That means you're no longer balanced with Ilyana, but I guess it's technically better that any of you get more magic. And you actually have a strength of 1 now. A quarter of the weight of beating Ilyana in arm wrestle, but whatever. Who needs that? All right, anyone who is not actively working towards taking these people out, though, should do their best to get up there to where Boyd is hanging out, because he will need some help coming to this next bit. He won't be able to take it all out by himself, I don't figure. So you do 9 and 9 here. It's a little sad. 14 and 14 is a little less sad, but it's maybe not a good idea to waste this standoff since we have everyone here already to help. They're not going to hit you anyway, so this is totally safe to do. They're not likely to hit you, I should say. I shouldn't be so overconfident. This is definitely not going to happen, because there it is. Sorry, Mia, that was my fault. I take full responsibility for that one. She isn't really quick enough to double anywhere here, but it would be so fun if you got a crit that I feel okay trying it. Oh, actually, they got a hand axe. This is silly, because we don't have healers, so we can't just be like, yeah, just take damage from everything, it's fine. In fact, we probably should have Ike do it, now that I think about it, just to minimize damage to us for the moment, because we will need people in a fighting state very soon. Their hit chance is 12. That is very sad. There's Wunk! There's Wunk! Let's take that level 2. Let's hope for some defense and speed. Okay, those work. Oh, I gotta remember that people who stand next to Rayson on their beginning of their turn get healed, which I'm normally averse to because I want experience with my healers, but I don't have any of those right now, so I better do this. Put people beside them so they can heal. That's gonna be extremely helpful now that I think about it. Shoot things. XP now for the remainder. Okay, so Marcia and Oscar could use it, but Oscar could also use a heal, so it's probably a good idea. 8 you get, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the thing. Da, da, na, 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 na. Your crit chance is good. I guess your skill is responsible for that. Sorry. Stab! Owie! Stab! And Marsha should be able to finish, I guess. Given she is the other level 19. Go stand next to Rayson. Is there anything else could use? I mean, you could use the 1 health. And I can't really move anyone else, so you folks are gonna get healed by Rayson. That'll be done dandy and good. Shunk. Let's see it. Woo! Strength and skill. I did like the defense you got before, but I also like your defenses being equal, and I like your strength going up. So that was not objectionable for me at all. I have not marked you. Oh, because your range is silly. Actually, I guess Boyd isn't really out of the woods here. I was kind of like being like, oh, he's probably going to be fine now, but the chances of that are not 100%. If he does die here, that'll be quite sad. Because the rest of this is going really well, against all odds. But he should have decent chances dodging most of these, and he should be able to take you out this turn, regardless of whether you hit him or not. Whew. Hey, yonk! A wonk! He should be pretty close to a level here. He's about 33 experience, 35, so now he's up to 57. He gets 2 or 3 more takedowns, and that'll be a level for him. Not that that's exactly likely with the way most of the rest of their healths are. Cut! Get out of here. So happy about that one. Haha! I mean, it's good. I guess at some point one of them was going to be, but that makes that that certainly lightens our load this next turn. It is very awkward the way we have this spaced out, but with Rayson we should be able to pull some shenanigans. Rayson's ability to give our archers some more space. Our archers, Astrid can reach certainly. Boyd's weakened this one, and we'll be able to take out some others pretty easily. In fact, it may even be prudent to kind of have him still sort of be the one tanking for this next turn, and have everyone kind of run away. Let him thin the crowd a little more. Because if we all charge up right now, there's no telling for sure that we'll survive. I'll have to think about this. That said, with their amazing ranges, it'll also be sort of tricky to get people out of the way now that I've kind of been trying to keep them close. Thank God you 3 are all getting healed. 12 is a fair amount, considering we don't have to do anything for it, and heals all of you. A few things to bear in mind here. So number 1, this could easily turn south for us extremely quickly. Number 2, when we were tanking with Ike, Rolf, and Boyd, it took them like 2 or 3 hits to kill Rolf, so it's not like they can't, our party can't take anything here. That said, he's not really close enough to be too helpful fighting any of them. I guess the longbow won't do very much. God, if the longbow would be so much more pointful if it did more than no damage. It has less damage on it than the iron bow, which I feel is just really it's not like you can just buy a, like, I guess what they're trying to do is balance out for the fact that 3 squares is a lot, but like you can't just go buying them over and over. So even if it was broken, it's broken for like all of 10 turns until you break it. So I don't really understand why they're so loath to make it a powerful weapon, but whatever. I think I am going to have Boyd try and tank as much of this as possible himself. Take this person down before they get to go first and hit you. And then we'll try and get everyone else out of the way as much as possible. Maybe what we can do is, to get a bit of a head start here, Astrid goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot, 1, 2, 3. Well, that doesn't really work. Okay, I'm gonna try and have everyone else retreat. This is because I think Boyd will be fine. I could have Ike here so that he lures like 1 or 2 of them, so that it's not all the pressure on Boyd, I guess. Oh, what? Where? Why is? What the hell? Oh God, this person with the short spear can go after Ileana. How much damage is that? Okay, it's only 20. God, don't do. Why did this? Because I moved. Damn it. Okay, well I'm just such a moron for missing that. But she's gonna survive. Crit 7 and her dodge chance is 14. She'll survive. She'll survive. God, I just didn't like. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I gotta not make mistakes like that. Yeah, I could probably crack. This is being a little safer for Ileana if I just put him here and notch the vulnerability. Does that bring over this one? No, thankfully. Eek, please don't kill me. And I'll just sing Astrid for XP. Boodly-doo. Should be good. I mean, if they all hit, even if they all hit, okay, some of them are running away to get healed. All right, that's fine. That'll make it take a little longer, but we'll survive that, I guess. It's better than them all hitting him and die. Oh man, they're like 3 with ranged attacks here. He's only gonna be able to respond to like 2 of them. So be it. So if that's what it takes, and this should get him a class up right about here. This will make this suddenly go a lot faster. This one has a lot of damage, but maybe not a lot of accuracy. It doesn't have any effectiveness against him. There we go. 1, 2. This might be the glass up here. Oh, so close. This next one, surely. And you're going to be doing a number on them, which would be great. You got it. I had to get hit by one of them eventually. All right, I'm glad I healed. Actually, that was I think it's the right thing to do. Class change. Here we go. Maybe not the only one will get classed up this this mission, but it'll certainly be a handy leg up. I'm expecting there's going to be a lot more strength and speed coming into this next level up. Probably not too much more in the skill and defense, but there'll be a little bump, which will be good. So he'll instantly be like way more survivable up here tanking this. We might even be able to just let the other ones go on. Yeah, Warrior Boyd! Oh, he gets a little Viking helmet! And there's like a mohawk at the top! How cool is that? Warrior! Lots of health too. Strength. Oh, defense too. Okay, not actually that much speed like I was expecting. And a bit more movement and res. Wow. Okay, and then those 2 Wyvern Rider reinforcements are coming in. Okay, he's going to be very, very handy in here in... Oh, does it fill his health back to max? Get in. That's awesome. I didn't know that would happen. Okay, so this next turn, I'm definitely going to give him a hand axe because he's now so much more powerful just altogether, and he'll actually be able to respond to them, with it. In that case, I guess he'll be the one to carry on visiting. So probably the wise thing to do is just to head over to the east now with the rest of our party so we can start making headway here. It's actually starting to look like the time limit isn't going to be as much of a scary thing as I was thinking originally. Okay, so we want to stay out of your ranges as we kind of covertly dash south here. There's a bit of a path. Okay, this is the tricky bit because it's very challenging to lure you when you have a very high chance of murder on us. So attack is 23. If it critted on would any of you survive that? So for instance, you've got good defense. 23 minus 14 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27, okay, so you actually wouldn't necessarily immediately die. That's only assuming they hit, which they have pretty poor chances to do. So if I put you here, say, how many people are coming at you? So this person comes to melee, this person shoots you, and then are you also coming over? Okay, that's not nice. Then perhaps the thing to do is set Oscar here so that he tanks this one and this one without luring any of you yet. Or maybe it'll lure you down just as a product of that, which would be better, so that I don't have to do it myself. I think this is reasonably safe for him. Let me just see speeds involved. Your speed is very good. 17 to their 16, so you're not going to get doubled or anything. And I probably don't even really need to heal you, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because we've got vulneraries and we've got cash. In fact, I could probably just have him choose to take this person out as his turn. And that's a dramatic improvement of Oscar's extended living chances. I'm trying to be wary here because Boyd's defense is not legend right now. He's got plenty of health and very good chances to dodge, but all it takes is a few bad-ins. No, actually, this person's got a lot of damage on them, so the other ones don't have quite that much. Yes, I feel comfortable doing that, and then we can just get everyone in the bottom left corner sort of out of the way, and then Boyd will be in the clear to go help with, go look at the house. Go look at the house. This is what I've been reduced to. Actually, it may be more prudent to bring a magic person up who's already going to be tanking this to do that, and then Boyd, the second he's done with this, just run down to help the rest of them, because his skills will be useful here as well. There are a lot of lance folks. That said, we probably do want a few mages here, because there's a lot of magic going on. The real tricky thing is that we have magic, so you would think we would be like, take all these people out, then put a mage here to tank it. Except that there's this archer standing right here who can reach everywhere and has a high crit chance. Da, 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 ba, da, da, da. This sounds so Super Paper Mario, this bit. I gather it's the same developer and all. And it wouldn't have been too far away from when they were developing Super Paper Mario, I guess. Da, da, ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Let's mark basically everything that can be marked and try and keep everyone down here at a treble. Certainly is Boyd's episode to shine anyhow. Shoo-doo-doo. Commence! I was genuinely not expecting Boyd to be as successful as dodge tanking there as he ended up being. I was like, let's try this first in case it works, but then let's think about something smarter to do. But that worked extremely well, and now he's classed up and gonna have a much easier time with this and be able to respond to everyone else because I've given them the hand axe. A wonk! A schwonk! And now that he's got the extra strength, the hand axe isn't weighing down his attack power quite as much. Alright, so you're coming over here to fight Oscar as we predicted. You get one hit of like 8 or something, not very impressive. 7, cool. And weapon type, so, oh, actually you have a weapon advantage here. I guess they're just pretty quick. Boom, 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 boom. They don't have enough healers in the world to stop Boyd, but he should probably start making his way a little closer to where the healer is, because they're just going to keep running away from him, and we're going to be wasting time that way. His hand axe is going to take a beating here. I probably should have given him like 2. Okay, so we've lured those 2 dragon riders were already going to come over, right? So Astrid and Rolf should have an easy time taking them out. Probably Astrid's the better call because she can attack and then move back. Nice, you dodge it, and then throw 1, and is that 2? There you go. 1 honk. It's 1 archer taken care of. Nice. And the person with the javelin, are they going to attack from up close, or do they not have a javelin? Oh, they got, yeah, short spear, there you go, but they're attacking from up close because they're just like, yeah, throwing it, it's not any point. Fair enough. Okay, so what I don't know is if only one of them can get healed by the healer, are they all going to run to the healer's direction anyway? Who just showed up? If that's a thief who's going to destroy one of these houses, so help me. And stupendous, everyone's getting healed here. And you're transformed, so we can now finally sing 4 people at once, which is stupendous, and will give us a great inn here, except we shouldn't, because if we go up as far as this, then we're getting dunked on by all the mages. What are you? Okay, it's just an armor knight, whatever. 23 of them remain. Seems pretty daunting, but we've got 16-ish turns to do it. Should be very possible. I'm gonna mark just everyone who isn't in our immediate vicinity and try and stay out of their range. I'm gonna just pretend they don't exist for the moment, and instead focus on everyone who does very much exist. Alright, so if I take down, I think taking down you is the good idea here. Everyone else is gonna run away from you, which is gonna be obnoxious, but it's probably for the best that we do this, so that this one isn't attacking them as they go down south. Because they have a very tight line of movement here. It's just like these 2 squares, basically. And even then, they can't go here. So I'm going to say, so that you're on your way up here, why don't you go up here and then throw your hand axe at them? Oh, God, it's almost half broken. And this way you get... Is that a 9 and 9? Okay, so that should be just enough to take down. And hopefully some of those other ones decide not to go get healed, but instead to attack Boyd so that we can move this along a little faster. Because his hand axe can only take so much of this. I was very right to swap him out for a fresh one. I was watching back the last video and saying like, man, why did I sell that old one? I probably shouldn't have sold it, but I was right to swap him out for one at least, because this is extremely useful. More strength even, and speed, there we go. I dig that. So these ones are all just barely out of range of our other friends. Not that they're probably going to run away anyway. So this next turn, you're going to come up against him, and then hopefully he can actually take the hit to the healer so that they have nowhere to run. And then they will all finally attack him, and we can stop messing around here, and then he can go visit. Oh, shoot. I didn't just move him into the... Damn it. I did just move him into the... I did not realize I was about to move him into the... Okay, it's still only 21 damage. And his res did go up. It's a crit of 6, so it's not going to crit him. 21, I said, so that's 14. That's not good, considering these ones can do a lot of damage. I should have been way more cognizant of that than I was. But they've still only got about a 50% chance to hit him. 49, if you want to be precise. There's nothing I can do about it now anyway, so I may as well stop stressing. Just give one try at this, and then back yourself up. Wonk! And I think probably it's a bit of a waste of XP for other people since Astrid grows so quickly anyway and all, but probably what I'm going to do is have Astrid just take down both of these people. Like, oh, strength and defense. Nice. Just a bit of extra physical fortitude for you. Probably just going to be like, Astrid shoots this one, gets sung. Astrid shoots this one. But I got to remember that we can sing 4 people, so I got to try and squish that into this tight formation somehow. Can you land on trees? No. How many uses of this do you have? Because it's nice that they get the extra crit and that they're very accurate. I'll probably be able to buy some more eventually. If I didn't already. Oh, they didn't have a crit chance on you, did they? I didn't check but your luck is bad, so there's a chance they do. You got a crit on them! Totally unnecessary, but looks cool, I guess. Well done. Okay, this is probably where I'm going to have Rayson end up. So, better just move Soren out of the way in that case. Because I want him to be, Rayson to be beside Marcia so that she gets healed. Bugger, I should have had Oscar here in that case. Just to be clear, you actually can take them out, yes? 15 and... you maybe want to borrow Rolf's 28th shot? I want that back when you're done. Okay. I'll arrange that as soon as possible, maybe. She guessed. So you got easy chances to take down here, and then you just back up 1... Rayson goes there, sings, and you go here and do it again. And this hit here may in fact get you a class up. Oh, I did use the right one, right? Oh, thank God. I didn't even look. I was just like, hey, just press A. And a crit. Here we go. Wham! That was like 90 damage. I wish it said the number on it so you could see, like in 3... That's my favorite thing in 3 houses, when you do like an absurd amount of damage on someone, and then like they have like 3 health, and it just goes 210! It just feels so... gratifying. It's like, well, I know you won, but let's see how much you won by. Anyway, we saw this already, but I believe the stats you go up to are consistent. That will be good for us then. Bring. Yes! Oh, the defense up by 3 is awesome. I really dig that. And I would like axes, please. Thank you. We don't have many axe people. It's just Boyd and Titania, really. And now Astrid. So go back here. Raisin, do your sing? Your sing thing. Actually, is it worth getting... It's probably worth having Rolf do this then, isn't it? With the 28th shot. Do you know what? It's not worth accidentally messing something up and dying over. Let's just have her do it. Actually, let me figure out how it works, though, just for now. So her attack with this in total is 30. Minus their defensive 15 is 15. Wait. So the defense is 15. Why does she get 44? Oh, it adds the might of the weapon twice. Is that how it works? I think that's it. Yes, yes. So the might of the weapon is effectively 28, plus her strength of 16 is 44. Okay, I got it. So in his case, then it would be 11 plus 28 is 39. So with 2 hits, he would do it. You know, it's probably actually worth getting him the XP. Yes, I'll do that. All right, I'm taking it again. That was fast. I'm not sure I'm ready. Too bad. Here we go. Pew. And pew. No crit on it. You weren't quite as bedazzling as Astrid was when she did it. Lay off! Okay, fine, sorry. What have I done? Why is there suddenly square here? Ah! 23 minus 14 is 9 times 3 is 27. I hope that doesn't happen. You know what we can do? Get your little buddy Rolf out of there. Sorry about that one. That was close. Okay, better not do that. What we had better do is... Who has the best defense here? Actually, you know, it actually might be Rolf. It is Oscar, I lied. He's just gotten more of that. Okay, so... Can I shove you? Nah, you're on a horse. Boyd's probably gonna be fine, as I said. Yes, they're all going to get healed, so... He's not in a dramatically bad position. The blizzard... Hopefully doesn't... Oh, you're not gonna get healed. Okay, but please be dodging stuff here, Boyd. If you die from the blizzard because I forgot to look at its range, I'm gonna be so upset with myself. Oh, thank goodness. Well done. And you're also thinning their crowd very effectively here. Boodly-doo. This one goes over to you. They were already going to. The Night Killer doesn't do that much damage, though. It's only like 20, and you've got like 13 defense, so it should only be like 7 if they hit, which they aren't gonna. Crit! Perfect timing for it, honestly. You're doing an amazing job, Boyd. I hope you know that. If only Titania could see you now, but I told her to take the day off. They're just running up to the healer like, you gotta do something, man, he's coming! like this is going to help at all. I mean, I shouldn't be so snarky. I was worried about death a moment ago. Let's have Boyd not be in those ranges. But I will have him hand axe the healer so we can get that out of the way and finally just have them face him head on. Yeet! Please don't miss either of these because that will be very tedious. Hey, yeet! And I've used this entire hand axe before the end of this. Might be prudent in the future to just buy like an overwhelming number and then just like pocket 3 of them as you go out. Because they can be very... Now that your skill is going up a tremendous amount, the hand axes don't drag you down so much. Did you know they're actually not that much worse than the steel axe in terms of accuracy? But then the steel axe is not very good to begin with. What I am going to do about now, though, just that we don't run out of time to do it later, is send one of our mages up. Oh, well... I guess Raisin could do it more effectively. His res is, like, absurdly powerful. But we really need him on the front here to help with the rest of people. So between Soren and Ileana, who's got the worst XP? You've got level 20 with 20, you're 20 with 26. So she should be the one going. Her res is 17. Attack 21, she'll be fine. So I'm going to have her... I gotta just be wary that I don't accidentally put her in this range or anything like that. Or indeed your range too soon. But she can start moving up there, and by the time we're done with all this stuff down here, I'm sure she'll have tanked it all. His dodge is 79. That's actually brilliant. Is that a better idea than... It might actually be more safe for Ike to do this. Because a chance to hit him is like 20. If they do, that would be 23 minus 14 is 9 times 3 is 28. 9 times 3 is 27, sorry. So Ike will not be toasted if they crit him. I don't believe. Wait, why does it all of a sudden say avoidance 54? Oh, because you're not near Soren and Oscar. You should get near Soren and Oscar. Okay, I've made that decision now. And I'll bring Oscar right here, and Soren even closer. And now your avoidance is... And your Byram is at peak, which is great. Now your avoidance is 79. Sweet, okay. So actually, their accuracy to hit you now is more like 13, which is even better. So this is probably the safer thing to do, and I'll have you drop Rolf now so that you guys can do stuff sooner. Actually, I should be wary. Does chanting lower your transform gauge? I actually don't know about that, so it might be prudent to save your transform gauge if it does do that. I should try and see if that is true. My god, you have such amazing growths. Transform gauge is still pretty strong, so it probably doesn't do it, because I think that's just been the number of turns. Oh man, if it keeps you transformed for 20 turns, I guess it combat lowers it as well, so we'll try and keep you out of combat. But you should be transformed for the rest of this, more or less. Things go our way. Okay, and everyone else, I think we're just having to keep here. I hate having people unused, especially in a timed mission, but I think this is fine. Here they go, finally trying to take down Boyd. He will have survived this pretty sturdily. And I think I will have him do the visit. You know what? I'll have Ileana do the visit, because after she's done tanking the thing, she's not going to be able to catch up to us very quickly. So she'll have time on her hands, in other words. Okay, there could be a crit coming here, but probably not even going to hit. That's an anxious noise right there, the way it whistles past your ear like that. Yikes. Okay, so how many other people did that lure? That actually didn't lure anyone else, which is a little... Oh, they've got a long-range heal, have they? Well, shucks. That sort of makes things a little tedious. Didn't realize you had that. Oh, you got 15 uses of it too. That's that's so exciting. How many? What's the range on that? Magic divided by 2, so 7. Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're barely in the range. Okay, I was worried they were going to be able to do like this one as well. Is it better for you to try and hunt this one down, because Ileana will have a bad time of trying to take them down herself? I think maybe. Oh, that's not really safe for you to go there. Maybe Ileana can do this. Or maybe not. We have people who can do it anyway. So the trick, I want to stay as well, okay, there's not much I can do about staying out of all of these ranges, but I could go up and sort of fist fight this. Oh wait, can you? No, you have to go all the way around the fence. There are swords and lances here. This lance beats swords, that's not great, but your biorhythm is still pretty good. You're unfortunately going to lose your bonus with Soren and Oscar. Well, and I guess I could put Soren on the other side of the fence. Something like this. Oh, they have no chance to crit him? How does that work? Genuinely, how does that work? I have no idea. Some special bonus it gets for standing near Ike, maybe? Very weird. Let's see how I can do first, though. So double hits of 12. Can we get that a little higher with the Regal Sword? Because I kind of would like to. They're mounted, so this would actually be a great time for this. Considering how far we are in the game, chapter 20, of what I believe are something like 35, I think it's not a bad time to use our Regal Sword now. Plenty of uses remain, so that's 18 and 18 is a little over enough to do this, actually, so we won't even have to put Soren too near. Do these people have rangy doos? Oh, wait, you can hit, like, you can lean over the fence to hit people? That's uncomfortable. Okay, well, it's actually not a big deal, because if what I want to do is put Ike here and then Soren right beside him so that he gets his dodge buff. I think he can do that, though, because if he's standing here, no one will be able to hit Soren over the fence. Go for that Regal Sword attack on this person with the killer bow, then, so we can not worry about them anymore, because I have been worrying. And a crit, why not? I love that he hand plants with the sword. It's so cool. Alright. We're getting through this, and we're getting to the point where people are classing up enough that we're getting, like, a lot more versatility out of our characters. Now Boyd is very capable of using the hand axe in scary situations, and has way more health, so he's much more able to tank, not to mention the speed. Now, not only is that our Asher's stats highly improved, but she can use axes now, for instance. Many things we're getting from all these class ups. Okay, so you're all gonna charge Ike here, and it will be not my favorite thing, but whatever. You know what? Fine, it's just whatever. Yeah, so just go thwonk this. Thwonk. A really good hand axe for Boyd would be a nice thing around now. He's getting just soaring up in levels, though. Because we just had him take out like half of the level. This healer isn't going to be as troublesome as I was thinking, because we're going to be one-turning a lot of this. Oh, especially since he's got the Regal Sword on still, and they're all mounted. Well, these two are mounted. Well, actually, does it do extra effectiveness against armor as well? Yeah. He's got extra effectiveness against all three of these people, so he's probably going to dunk them all into the nether realms very quickly, although that will wear on his sword quite a bit. That'll be 6 hits of it, maybe. So let's just see, your avoidance is 69. I guess that's because Soren is somewhat close. I'll put him a little closer. And did that go up at all? No, I guess it doesn't get better the closer you are. But I'll put Oscar right here. It's better that they all go after Ike, I think. Okay, let's put him in. Okay, so it's 3 squares is the support range, basically. Now his dodge has gone up by 25 from that. So I'll sing everyone here so that they all got a shot in on this person here who's looking directly at Ileana with murderous intent. 91, 66, 46. So you're the one we want to get the takedown if we can help it. How can you do it so far? Oh, 14 and 14, you could actually do it yourself. You could get others more XP, but since we don't have any healers, I don't feel it's so daring. Let's try this. Dunk! Yeah! Dunk! And you could actually even move again your way over to Rayson and just get healed for that next turn, which is stupendous. 76! Hot diggity dang. Do your worst then. How about you? There could be reinforcements coming. There were a few Wyvern Riders that came in sort of partway through, so that's not out of the question. The real trick here will be, is or is not Shyram gonna move? That's the weird way to say that. Is Shyram or is Shyram not going to move? Because if he does, we can just fly past him and seize the thing without even doing the fight if we were worried about our chances, and I am not worried about my chances. He's a pretty strong combatant, it seems. Nicely done, Ike. Saving that durability. And didn't actually finish off the knight, so that means it's an easy takedown for one of our friends, which is good. Ike is just getting absolute legend status right now. But I will have to take him off that sword fast, because we don't want to break that too quick. I reckon we'll manage without it, because he's just getting so powerful almost to the point where it's like, weapon, Oh! God, I hate it when they do that. How the shit was I supposed to predict that? I mean, it's fine, because Boyd's the one who's over here, so he's just going to continue on doing this. But what the hell would I have done about that if Ilyana was the only one here? And Boyd had already left. God damn game, that's so cruel. That's ridiculously unforgiving. How was I supposed to have guessed that? Genuinely, what player was gonna expect? I can't have a Boyd positioned at every corner of the map, game. God, I'm so fortunate that I didn't have to have Boyd leave yet. Holy crap, just vicious. No compassion. Is it better to just go, none of them they're all melee, right? Oh no, you've got a javelin. Son of a biscuit. Can't hit you from here right now, so I may as well just Iron Axe these two, I guess. Ooh, their chances are, unfortunately, kind of okay. Not this one. So probably the best thing to do is 14 and 14 here. Just take you as far down as I can. Make sure Ilyana stays out of your range, by the way. Yeah, she can get into this range without getting into some others, so she better do that now. Can start getting it gone as soon as possible. She might actually be able to be helpful with the rest of this end. But you know what? I'm just actually gonna have him heal, because I'm feeling like taking no chances right about now. I should really have him. There's no excuse not to give him more vulneraries, because we've got plenty of money, and he's got any other items he needs. Especially someone of his max health. It definitely needs a few more vulneraries than I gave him. So this will take him 2 or 3 turns to work out, and I guess we'll carry on down here in the meantime before they spawn any more wild-ass stuff. Okay, thankfully the archer has farther range than the mages, so I can lure them, like, first with someone defensy. In fact, since we're at time is of the essence, I better have Ike do this. He unfortunately loses all his friendliness bonus from his friends. I apparently did not... Oh, because I haven't marked you. I mixed up the ranges. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, he's in the range of every mage in the continent now. That's not good at all. Why don't we just take a bit of a mulligan on this one? Oh, wait, shoot. Tell me that's not the sniper's range. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do a bit of shenanigans here, because I totally screwed that up. God, why don't I just look... Alright, that may actually be a blessing in disguise, because what I can do here is... Marsha picks him up, Rayson stands here, and draws this one over, and will take no damage from that. Rayson stands here to sing Marsha so that she can get him out of the way, because I just did a stupid. I did a large dumb. Actually, is it better to have Aster do it? Can she reach that far? She sure can't. Can you rescue Ike, just out of curiosity? No, because we don't want Rayson here because the archer can reach here. So you pick him up. Let me mark the archer before I make more mistakes. It's safe to put Rayson here because the only ones who can hit there are the mages. Oh, why the hell can you not go that far all of a sudden? Please tell me people can shove you. Weight is 9 and your build is 14. Oh. 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 Oh, no. No, wait. No, please. Oh, God. I mean, they can only hit her with the longbow. So their accuracy plummets down to... Oh, well, I shouldn't say plummets. It's still like 100 and stuff. Oh, Their speed is only 13, so even with your encumbrance, you're not getting doubled at least. God, that was a massive mistake. And the damage would be, because it doubles the might, so it's 10, 21. Oh, okay, so you're not, like, dead. Oh, but that plus magic? No magic can reach you. Okay, so actually you should be fine, but it was a colossal oversight that I just let that happen. God, I'm so stupid! And I could have sworn you were able to move here. What am I talking about? Why did I think? Oh, that spot's not covered by the archer. That's only covered by... What's that covered by? Oh, okay. Actually, we could have Rayson sing them from here, because the only people who can hit there are mages. Okay, that's probably fine. No, he's totally fine to go here. Okay. God, just think things through a little. Why can you not sing? You are joking. He can't sing to them because of the knee-high fence? He can't sing to them because of the knee-high fence? They're both flying! And why would that matter anyway? If they're... What? Excuse me? That's absurd. Fudge sticks, and the crit is 23, so there is a chance of your death. You've gotta be kidding. He can't... I will never in my life be able to riddle out what the thought process was behind that. That doesn't even make sense on grounds of... Because it doesn't restrict melee attacks. It's low enough that you can stab someone over it, but not that you can sing over it? In what goddamn universe does that make any sense? I'm at a loss for words. How does that... How? I swear if she dies for that, I'm gonna be... I mean, I know it was my fault anyway for not checking but if she dies for that, there is absolutely no excuse for that not having been told to me. No, you know what? I'm gonna give it the benefit. I'm gonna go to the guide. Because if they... I better in here find something that says specifically, you can't sing over a knee-high fence. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here, because if they do say somewhere that certain obstacles will... Even if there's just a slight thing that says certain obstacles may block it. Oh my god! My respect for you just plummeted, game. You can't sing over a knee... Oh my god. Cut me a modicum of a break. Widow attacks twice in a single round, so it means you get 4 here, right? Which three times, I mean, that's as good a time as any to figure it out, I guess. Good, it does work that way. Very sweet. My disappointment is immeasurable right now. Somewhat in myself, but mostly in the game. All right, fingers crossed here. Come on. Come on, let's have it. See, what have you got? What have you got? What have you got? If you crit me with a longbow, what have you got? Ow. Oh, thank God it's good. I'm still so disappointed, but I could have been so much more disappointed, game. Holy mother of God. It's an hour and a half I'd have lost if that happened. Swear, jeez, just sometimes, just... I mean, I'm sure it's just a matter of... I'm sure that wasn't... Well, I guess I shouldn't be sure of anything, but that sort of feels like the sort of thing where it was just a very niche situation that they hadn't considered. So the default, I guess it just assumes that you can't chant unless it finds conditions are right, rather than the other way around. It doesn't assume you can chant until it finds conditions where you can't. But, man, that's really stupid. Holy mother of... This is getting absurd. Alright, thankfully Ileana will be able to manage this, but they're not going to go after her, are they? They're going to go after Boyd. I mean, these two and then this... I wish there was just at least some indication of where reinforcements might come out of. I mean, at the very least, they can't attack on the same turn they show up. I think I read that in the hard difficulty that was patched out for the international release because it was received poorly in Japan. I think they can attack on the same turn they go, which you would think that would be one of the things they removed in future games, but Three Houses and Awakening both, they put it back in that game, which is silly. Although I think I remember reading up on it, and I think the Lunatic mode, or whatever it's called, in this game, it like doubles the number of enemies that show up, so there's just all the fields are like way more full, and also you can't do this in that game, in that version, so you just have to count the squares out yourself, which isn't an increase in challenge, it's just an increase in tedium. So I understand why that was received poorly. That would be like if Final Fantasy had a hard mode where, in order to see the stats of your characters, you had to press the menu button 16 times before it would let you in. That's not a challenge, that's just extra time I've spent pressing buttons and looking at things. Okay, so the challenge I'm faced with now, you guys move 5 and 6, and he moves 7, so he could outrun you at the very least. But the challenge I'm faced with now is I'm concerned for Boyd's health if these two decide to go after him. I also have no idea who these two are going to prioritize. If we move too far ahead and then they come down here for Ileana, she might be in a dicey situation. They move how many per turn? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they go like down here-ish. And if they do that, I can be like, oh god, run away. And then they get to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and probably chase her down. It ain't good. But now is the time to get this blizzard gone, because I don't really have a choice. I gotta get up there now. Well, I do have like a 12-ish turns to spare currently. I think it's time for some mounted stuff. Alright, here's my master plan. drop Ike there. You've moved now. Oh, I can move you again. Let's move you more like... Oh, what it would be good... Wait, hang on. Ah, I wish I could check. Okay, so you move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I guess you're the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually the thing that would be nice would be if I put Racing here to sing 4 mounted units so that they can go and take these 3 out this turn. Then Racing will also be available to tank this one. I guess they'll prefer to do Ileana because she can actually take damage from it. But, oh, no, you know what well, I guess at that point it doesn't actually matter that much because they're going to go after Ileana anyway. So I may as well just have, have the mounted units go from here. No, I'm going to have her go here. Now, Oscar and Jill have some decent physical fortitude here. Jill more so than him. There are 4 mounted people here. Oscar has the least physical attack, so he's probably mostly suited to taking down mages like this, which he can actually do a pretty solid job of. In fact, this is not a bad move right here, I think. Bearing in mind that I can't have any healers fix him up if he gets hit by this. This is 8 plus 3 is 11 damage. Just fine. Who's got the lowest XP, actually? I should consider that. Jill... Of our mounted people, that is. It is Jill. But we probably want her dealing damage to this archer because she will be able to do a lot of damage to it, except she's not quite fast enough. Whatever, that should be fine. If I have her do this and back up, and then Oscar takes out that mage and backs up, then we should be able to easily take down everyone who is here. And now I'm just worried about Ileana and Boyd. Okay, let's do this. It's assuming she hits the 275s here, which I guess is a little bold. 1 down. Oh, wait. That didn't seem to do as much damage as I thought I counted. It did 14. That's not enough. Well, shoot. Whatever, on Marsha's turn, she can deal with it, I'm sure. You'd better take this down. 14 is just enough. They have no crit chance or anything. It's fine. Your chances to hit are pretty good. Oscar's good for speed, usually. Ow! Whoa, or not ow. Dodge, I meant to say. Haha, hee hee. That's good. That's good. You got a shine. Put away the shine. So now is the time for the gold drawer. Oh man, he's down at 8 transformation gauge. Okay, so clearly something's been lowering it. So I'm gonna use the chant and see if that lowers it. Or maybe it just goes down by more than a few each turn. What do you do? Okay, that doesn't lower it. So it's obviously going down by more than just a bit each turn. We still got like a good 2 or 3 turns use on it, so we could make some serious headway in that time. In fact, we're rather close to the boss, so if I can get a rush victory here, I will. And I think Astrid will be the... Oh. Well, I was about to say Astrid will be the one, but no bonus damage on you, which is a shame. And you're very tucked away here, so it'll be hard to reach you with many people. I shouldn't rush into this fight, that's for sure. Because it's not just taking them out, I then have to have someone land on this square. But things are only going to get more dodgy up around this part as it goes on, my fear is. Have we tanked a hit of this blizzard yet? I wasn't even paying attention. I don't think they used it on Ileana, even though this is where she began her turn. It's still only 21 damage, so I could have someone who's not a very good mage tank it, I guess. Like you, for instance. Or what the hell am I doing? Why not Astrid? I think you ought to. Works for me. Pew! Ow! Is your speed now 21? Did I read that correctly? It's just suddenly hitting me what a good speed stat that is. You could still be very useful for Chiron Mind. Make no mistake. His speed is only like 12 or something, right? It's not that good. 14, okay. So if you're outspeeding him, say with the killer bow, puts your crit up at 39, minus his dodge of 1. So it's a 38% chance to crit on 2 hits of your attack power would be something like 9 plus 6 is 25. Oh, only 5. Well, that could be great. If you're doing maybe at least one of those as a crit, then that's about 20 damage. And then if we get some mages up there, that's the ball game. His crit ain't that good, and his accuracy also is kind of lame. The damage is concern, though. And go for the Iron Lance because you're not going to be able to take down with the steel one anyway. So maybe we'll just have a higher chance of doing a little bit of damage. This last approach is actually going to be much trickier than I was expecting. I was kind of feeling like once we get the blizzard gone, it's going to be pretty docile, this area. Just a few Wyvern Riders that come down, but I had no idea of the number of reinforcements that were just going to suddenly start showing up. I think what I'm going to do is have you start running, though, because don't like where this is going, and then you'll take a few of them out with the Iron Axe, and the next turn you can just hit the Javelin person with the Iron Axe. Because if you use the hand axe now, there's no telling. They might just do them to melee people first, and then it's like, okay, well, I wasted the hand axe on that. Ileana, I think you stay there, because these ones are not going to do any damage to you. It's only tricky, because these two just showed up, so that if they just spawn, that usually means they're about to start charging us. If they go down anywhere, then they're suddenly going to be in Ileana's range. It also occurs to me that Ileana is not actually drawing this one's attention, so maybe I should just have her rejoin with the group, and we'll have to figure some other way out of that, because I haven't got one right now. We've still got a fair number of turns, so as long as we get... Oh, but you're going to untransform soon. It's tricky. It's tricky because getting up here and past these, like, 3 or 4 people, there's a lot of mixed damage types in here and stuff. It will not be like a 1-turn thing. It'll be like a 3 or 4 turn thing. So that plus me waiting for this for like 5 turns is about 8 turns. And it does not give us much to fight the boss and get in there. Which is why I was hoping we could get some kind of rushing victory where we get like 4 people up here, charge up, fight the boss, and seize it. But the tricky thing with that is that you have to get through at least one of these people first. And then I have to be lucky with crits and stuff. So I'm thinking, like, if only we had brought Meteor! That would have been the absolute perfect... I guess, but we would have had to bring Khalil as well, and I didn't really want to do that. But I'm certain that's why they gave it to us. But rushing has always caused me problems, so I'm going to play the slow game here and try and get the blizzard gone. So the first step to that is getting you gone. Alright, sure, take this out, and then I'm going to have him go, like, here-ish to tank this stuff, that he's not drawing these 2 down immediately. Because I don't want to deal with them and the blizzard at the same time. That just sounds like too many nightmares to bear. Okay, here we go. And let's hope that reinforcements don't show up too soon here. Actually, your res is better, but your health is also butt right now. The reason I'm doing him mostly is because he's got decent dodge and his health is good right now. Right, you only need to hit one of these to finish off, but it doesn't really matter anyway because Marsha can do it as well. If you don't manage it, it's fine. Ooh, this is quite a thinky last few bits, and I'm still not convinced I'm gonna manage it here. I think this is where I said to go. It's pretty safe, and it'd be nice to have someone visit here. I guess we'll have Soren do it, because he's got good res. Alright, oh no, where are they going? Oh, you're one of them's a healer. Okay, for a second I thought they were trying to hunt down our main party. No, they're still gonna go after Boyd, probably. Okay, Javelin person comes over here. Yoink. Oh, I'm getting really nervous now. We're about an hour 45 in. Okay, they're coming down to the main party. That'll be tedious, but they're in just about the perfect range, I'd say, because... Thank you for dodging. What I can probably do here is back up just enough. I brought the knights down. Oh, cripes. Okay, we're gonna have to fully back out of the blizzard range and form a bit of a mini defensive wall here. There's not too much going on, so we'll be able to take it down, but... We all have to be very careful about defense here. But it's just delay after delay after delay, and then by the time we're going to run out of time is what I'm worried about. 20 turns is very stingy for what they're asking of us. I wonder if that's different on different difficulties. More Wyvern Riders! Good man. I was trying to say good God and oh man, and I just said good man. Or at least Marsha's back to full. So, now the trick... So, I guess I don't really have much of a decision to make here. I think the thing to do is Boyd should be back here, keeping them from going to the main party. You don't have any, like, killer lances or anything crazy over here, do you? No, okay, you're just, like, 3 carbon copies of the ones who came a minute ago. So, it's just that Boyd can only take 2 or 3 hits here, and he doesn't have any more healing stuff. I guess there isn't technically any harm in having him run away a bit more towards the main party, so that he doesn't get mobbed by everyone at once, so we might be able to get him in there in time to have him... You know, because you know what? He would be a great candidate for fighting this boss. If I brought him up there with the steel axe, say, puts his accuracy down to 118, minus this one's dodge of 24, so he'd be doing 2 hits of, like, 11 or something like that. That would be extremely valuable here. I'm gonna try and have him rejoin the main party. I shouldn't have him go that far. I should have him be able to attack a few of these people. Let's have him go, like, here this turn. But I also don't want him to get run down by the mages. There's a lot to consider for his safety. No, you've got a ranged weapon, so there's no point really in letting you get a hit on us yet. As long as I lure you close, Astrid will be able to make short work of you this next turn. So yours went down by 3, so you will stay transformed for this turn and the next, but I can't remember how fast you charge. It may be that you charge again before the thing ends. I think you charge 4 a turn when you're not transformed, so that would need 5 more turns, which is about the length we're going to spend tanking the blizzard anyway. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, the trembly hands are starting to set in. You don't have a javelin, do you? Oh, you do. Okay, so then in that case, well, we should just get the heck out of all of this range. So I issue a full retreat a bit sooner, but, well, actually, is there a range that... You know what? You know what? This is actually the better thing to do for Oscar is why don't you just go hide in the corner here, tanking this blizzard while staying away from the Wyvern Riders, and then Astrid will be able to take them out, so you can come back with us shortly. I better be out of your range too, because I can't really deal damage unless I equip the Steel Lance, which lowers my avoidance, doesn't it? Yeah, by a bit, but may as well not tempt fate. You go stand there, tank the blizzard. You are gonna chase after us over here, I suppose. We'll try and get a little far away here, and this is more or less a safe area now. Ileana has rejoined the main group, and Boyd is not far behind. Okay. Boyd's survival is going to be very, very, very the concern here, but these people with the ranged weapons have a rough time hitting the about 10 or 12% chance hitting him, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. The melee one's a little better, it's about 30, but still, that's not very good. Oh, thank goodness they're going over to him. That makes this a lot easier, actually. Or does it? You know what, actually probably would have been better if they were a little closer to us, because now he's going to get a little bit mobbed. Lagoo's Lance does a bit extra damage, doesn't it? If it hits, which it thankfully hasn't just yet. Alright, he should be able to tank all this. I shouldn't doubt him too much. That certainly cleared things up on for this side here, which is nice. Did they not Blizzard him just now? There is no way in hell that they decided to not Blizzard him after that. I am, you know what? Okay, this is absurd. What I should do is have Astrid come up and just shoot this person, because this is stupid. Okay, brilliant. So what I'm putting Astrid right here. Gonna shoot at this one. She can probably take them down easily, yeah? That's 14, is it? Oh, want something a little stronger than that. Steelbow, here we are. Chances aren't amazing, but if you get that taken down, then you're out of the range of this one, you're only in the range of Blizzard, and so then the next turn you'll easily be able to just go, like, shoot them, go back, and then we have an easy in up there, which is what we really need right now. We need to be able to get up there quickly. So what I'm going to try and do is have Boyd keep out of the mage range. It makes his route a little awkward here, but he is still slowly getting back towards everyone here. It's just Boyd running away from like 8 dragons, like, we gotta go, guys! I guess we could hang back here and sort of help Boyd finish things off this turn, but I'm sort of feeling like all I'm gonna do is risk everyone who's here. Oh, but I worry about him getting past, because if the mage is going down like here this turn, he won't really be able to get past them too well. And I guess worst comes to worst, she can back up a little here, and then hopefully Racing can reach her from there to give her a second try. That is if she misses the second one, which she doesn't necessarily. There we go, good. Oh, I tell you, this mission. God, I don't like when they just put reinforcements that you can't predict. So I'd have to put her there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, no. Okay, that totally works. So if I put her here next turn, Rayson sings her, then she goes... No. This has to wait 2 turns, because she has to be here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4... and then Rayson has to be here to sing her and get out of the way, because otherwise she will get... stricken by this one, which she may not die from instantly, but it's not it's that plus all this stuff going on. She's probably going to be the one who's targeted by it this turn. I just don't want to tempt fate on any of it. 24 minus 11 is 13. 21 minus 11 is 10. God, I've left that really close to the down to the wire. I don't like that at all. No, I'm extremely lucky that that she's not about to get screwed by that, actually. And Ike doesn't have very good res, so it's not really safe to put him here until this is dealt with, I wouldn't say. Well, maybe it's not a bad idea, because then at least the heat's off of Astrid a little. He does get dragoned if he goes here, so will he survive? 21 minus 8 is 13. And he'll survive a hit from a javelin, I reckon. So I might have him visit about now, actually, because we're not going to have many chances to do it. Except Marsha can visit and then run. No, but I want him here to tank to hopefully draw attention from Astrid. Because having her not be injured would be very nice for the rest of this. Alright, let's go say hello. Oh, I didn't end up saying hello to the other one because I ran away because things got scary. You filthy Crimean! Get out! Get out now! There's nothing in this shack that will make you happy. Oh, so you won't leave till you get something, is that it? Here, take this old staff. Now hit the road. You've no need to steal anything else from us, or will you take my life as well? In that last skirmish, my boy, my only son, you stole his life, curse you! I hope you're satisfied. Right, well, thanks for this. This is a very helpful staff. That's an extremely helpful staff, especially in this game where you don't have quite as many movement options. That would be brilliant for this fight, in fact, if I had someone who could wield staffs on our party, which I don't. Have someone fly up and shoot him and then just like, get back here! It's getting really tense now. Oh, I'm super upset if I die here, but we have learned a fair bit about the number of reinforcements, and it would be nice if I died and got another chance to do this to actually get whatever's up there. And we've learned that Boyd's abilities are tremendous, but I should sortie him with more vulneraries, especially if I'm not going to bring a healer, which I haven't yet. Come to think of it, Titania would probably also have a pretty decent time with the Wyvern Riders, so if I do this again, I'll probably swap out maybe one of our mages for her. Not sure. Whatever, this is fine. I'm not worried or anxious, it's cool. Alright, I'm leaving here. I hope I didn't miss anything really important and game-ending. Alright, some of them are occupied with healing themselves. A lot of them are going to go after Boyd here, though. He should be able to finish a fair number of them. Okay, Blizzard goes after Oscar here. About time. He dodged it again. That's my boy. You're throwing something at Boyd. It's a very low chance you have to hit, so he should dodge this pretty easily. We weren't even gonna hit him anyway. It was going right over his head. I tell you, I was pretty sleepy at the beginning of this. I'm not anymore. I'm fully awake now. I need to hydrate. I knocked everything over on my desk. Bring. It's only the people with range stuff who can hit him from here right now, which is... I didn't realize there were so many with range stuff, first of all. Aye! You're mean. Okay, that's very bad, because now, basically, it's like 2 spells and then 1 melee attack will be the end of him. And he will have a very difficult time getting out of the magic range. I'll have to check his chances of dodging, because it may be the safer thing to just have him try and beat them down. You're going after Astrid naturally. This is 13 damage, assuming you hit. And then, well, they've already done Blizzard, so they've made their call there, so they can't do anything about that. We should probably run back and help Boyd now, shouldn't we? But we're really wasting time about now. Okay, he'll probably take this one out this turn. So it's really the mages I'm worried about, I guess, because the javelins have such a poor chance to hit. If you could only get like a level up here and then get a bit get 1 more speed and defense and res, that would be great, Boyd. No, I ask the impossible of you. Iron Lance, they have probably among the better chances to hit of this entire crew, but still no dice. And it's almost a takedown from him, so that one will be running away to get healed, so at least the Sage won't be able to, or is not likely to attack him this next turn. Unfortunately, you've gone and untransformed now. We're probably going to want to wait till you're retransformed. Oh, it's so frustrating because aside from the boss, it's just 6 people here, and it should be so easy. It's just that we've got to worry about Boyd now. I guess I should go for the people with lower biorhythm. Should I? You know what I should probably do is... No, the hand axe has only got 4 hits. I should have brought more hand axes. How far away from you can I get? Because your range is there. Can I actually get out of that? Oh, you can get out of that. Okay, surely, definitely do that then. Run the heck away, because it's just not worth it. You guys will be able to catch up from there, so I may as well keep the hand axe on and just till we smash it, I guess. Unless it would be good to keep for Shiram. Not many people can hit from melee, unfortunately. I suppose we could have someone melee and then someone picks them up. I just don't know how Shiram will move. I'm expecting he'll stay rooted in that place, because otherwise we could seize it quite easily. How much damage is that Tomahawk again? Just so I know how good our chance... Oh, he got stunned. In certain instances, immobilize this enemy unit for 1 turn after being hit. It doesn't do, like, extra damage, does it? That would be extremely annoying if it happened to one of our mounted units, because whom we were intended to move away. Either way, your damage is 33. So, for instance, if one of our mages, rather. 33 was it? Minus 5? 28. That'd kill you. So that would kill either of you. Damn, neither of you are safe to do an attack unless it's the final thing. So if that could be a decent finisher if we go for the 12 damage on you with that. Think we would have gotten something else if we had gone in there with Jill, because she's ostensibly not with the command forces. I don't know. Either way, getting Boyd out of the range of the all this junk seems prudent. Let's just mark it all. And I'd love to, what I would absolutely love to do is have Rayson... oh, can someone rescue Rayson? People can rescue Rayson, so actually we should do this then. Sing him out of here so he can go somewhere that's a little safer. Unfortunately, he can't get healed by Rayson this next turn because Rayson will be rescued by someone. That's the only sensible way. Actually, we can shove him probably too, right? Either way, let's get Boyd out of the way and have him just take someone else's vulnerary because no one needs it like he does. Certainly not Rolf anyway. You know, actually, I probably shouldn't move him this far. Ah, too late. Heal you. It's been a long time since I used a vulnerary in this game. It's weird, when I first played through Radiant Dawn, it was like only ever vulneraries. I was never using healers, but I guess they're a little stronger in that game. You get vulneraries off the bat and they're healing 20 health, so they're quite powerful. Okay, lots of people can shove him, so let's have a mounted person do it so that he can get out of the dragon range as well. Oh, right, mounted people can't shove. Damn it. Just have Marsha grab him and run. Fortunately, it means we can't use her this next turn, really, but, such is life. Well, the only other threat here is you at the moment, so... Our mages are good to go and attack here now, I'd say, and they ought to go for the buffet, I guess. That's 17 and 17, which is just enough, I believe. Can Soren also do that? Well, he can do it with the help of Oscar or whatever, so I shouldn't really worry. Elwind is 14 and 14. Let's start with that, because that's the less likely to take down, and then the buffet will be the thing we do. I had an inkling this would not be a quick or easy mission. There would be a lot of thinking involved. Ever since I first laid eyes on it. I didn't have any idea about the reinforcements, though. I wish I had known. Mia, you're up. Armor Slayer time. God, even that? I can actually reach that far, so I may as well, since he's going to be able to move back to help here if it comes to that as well. Between our 2 archers, all our mages, Boyd potentially going twice with Rayson's help, we should be able to take down 5 Wyvern Riders with relative ease. It's just then about also getting someone to take down the mage. And as long as we stick together, I think we can manage it. But I'm going to use the Lagoon Slayer on you to finish this in one hit without taking any damage in response. And then I'll have Ilyana use the... Actually, let me just check to be absolutely sure Ilyana can take this. Oh, but that means Ike gets hit by the blizzard, which is not good. Or he has a chance to anyway. I guess his dodge is pretty good if I bring... Since Soren and Oscar are so close. Go for it. It's time for a feast! Say that durability. That is one of the great things about a very powerful weapon with a high crit, is that if you're getting lots of crits with it, then your durability is going to last a little longer, which is nice. Alright, have Ike finish it. The Lagoon Slayer. Shwonk. You'll get many hits on this thing, and it only gets like 15, right? It's a pretty fragile sword. Oh, I'm so nervous about this next bit. I think we probably have it tied down as long as there's not too much that's unpredictable up here. They've only got like 3 more uses on this, right? 3, okay. So we'll have 5 turns. In the next 3 turns, we'll get these 3 uses gone. We'll have about 5 turns to get up here, clear you 3 out, and then rush up and try to 1-turn you. And I think, I mean, Astrid will have decent chances with her. Oh wait, no, I should be shooting you. This is the plan all along, right? Gives us a much easier in here. I've got to move up 1 this turn, and then we'll take it out with Racing next turn. Except we probably need you for dealing with that other stuff, don't we? So in that case, it looks like we might actually be just tanking this with Soren or something in the end. In that case, let's get Astrid. How much do you have a vulnerary? Yeah, let's get you out of this range. They'll hit someone else, and probably I can be fine. Vulnerary up, just so you're ready to deal with the Wyvern Riders when they come next time. And they are on their way, make no mistake. Wish I could have you drop a person you rescued in the same turn you pick them up, but we can't. So it might mean you, but because that's unfortunate, because Rayson also doesn't get to move on the turn he is dropped, so he won't be able to help us with these ones next turn, unless we pull some shenanigans and run away the way into the corner here, but we can't really back up too far. Ay, ay, ay. And that's all I can do. Okay. Okay, so a few of you are running away, which makes it great, because we're not fighting you all at once, which is, would have been harder. The rest of you are going to come down. That's still 5 of you, and then the one attacky mage. They are lining up in a pretty useful way, though. Okay, they're going after Ike. This is like 13 damage or something. It's a dodge is what it is, because he's got Soren still beside him. And you're here, and you're certainly here. Okay, so what can I do in this 1 turn? Trading back and forth the 28th shot, they'll have an easy time taking down 2 of these. As far as our mages can go, does this really not have effectiveness against Dragon? I find that silly, but Wind does anyway. So 2 wins here, that's a fair bit. I think Soren's probably going to have an easier time, though, because his magic is slightly higher. This is 16 and 16. So this is a takedown on you. If Rolf and Astrid can do one, then it's you and you. And then maybe we just kind of pile on some physical hits with, like, Mia and... Well, Boyd, certainly. You probably don't even need the 28 shot to take them down, do you? That's 4, 8, 18, and 18. So yeah, you don't need it, so you may as well not take it from Rolf, because that'll just confuse things. Probably makes the most sense to have our ranged people shoot over the fence like this, doesn't it? You have slightly better chances to hit here, so may as well. If we pile on everything we've got, we can surely make a severe dent in them this time, and then it'll only be 1 or 2, and they probably won't be able to finish any one of us. Gotta be very careful with the mages here, though, because it's them being flying, they can get around our ways pretty easily. A magic level for you. You actually have decent magic for some reason. I guess a magic sword. I could give you like a sonic sword or something, and that would be pretty handy. Actually, can you do a takedown with this? 25 minus 6 is 19 to 19. Oh, you totally can. What am I talking about? So if you get that, then we have like Boyd, Astrid, Rolf. Then we need just a bit more physical damage on you and a bit of physical damage on you, and that's pretty safe. Well, I guess I should have had... I can have Soren finish this pretty easily without taking much damage. Just make sure I'm counting that right. 22 minus 6 is 16, right? And 16 plus 16 is 32. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We're gonna just barely scrape by on this lower bit, and then I don't know about the boss fight, and I hope it doesn't pull any shenanigans, because I'm gonna be so upset 2 hours, 17 minutes in to lose that. But I was very confident this is how this mission was gonna go. It was just gonna be a long thunker of a mission. Definitely should have brought Khalil, so she could just meteor some of the distant threats. But also, I'll be pretty proud of myself if I manage it without her. Go for it. Go for it. Busy app. And a boodly do for you. Run up here, steel axe this. You're pretty safe from harm here, I reckon. I mean, they have rough chances to hit you anyway, so make that happen. Warrior Boyd being the MVP here is I had like a dream what if scenario in my head about that, but I didn't think it would work nearly as well as it has. Very happy about that. I'm sure I've said this already in this episode because but my thoughts are so jumbled that feel the need to say it again. You can't reach here, neither can you, so this is these 2 squares are totally safe for Jill and Astrid. Sorry, Rolf and Astrid. Whatever, it's exceedingly overkill, which is what I'm going for here. Making his 28th shot. I think I did it a few missions ago, but it honestly couldn't have come sooner. It was a brilliant thing to have for him. So he's up to level 20 now, is that right? Okay, we've got a lot of level 20s in the works here. More defense even. Oh, I just kicked my GameCube. Oh my god, I could have ruined everything. Dude, if I kicked the power cord out of the GameCube this then... Oh my god. I need to carry on before Calamity befalls us. Okay, I won't drop Brayson just yet, because I may need her to attack this turn. If Oscar should fail to get the mage or something like that. Only 9 enemies left. We can totally do this. No dumb mistakes. No dumb mistakes. No dumb mistakes, you hear me? 15 plus 4 is 19. Times 2 is enough. Do it. Just do it. Pew. Don't pew me. Ah, I shall pew you. Pew. Level 2 of Paladin. Let's get some more strength and defense, please. I'll take the defense. I mean, really, your speed would be an amazing thing to continue to grow. And I'll move you over here because you've got to get up here and take out that sucker sometime soon, or it would be my preference at the very least. This is 12 and 12. That's definitely worth then. Why am I even bothering taking the chance here? She can't even double. It's fine. Oscar will do it. A bit hardier than her. I think her defense is higher, but he's got more health and a better balance between that and res, and I think he's a little dodgier. Won't like this Elwind hit, though, but that +1 hit from the dragon will not be a big deal. Oh, they don't have, like, a Night Killer or anything, do they? Oh, cripes. I severely miscounted that. Did not calculate that correctly, but what you can do is throw a javelin from here and then go down 1 square, can't you? Eek. Your chances aren't good, and they've got the extra effectiveness, but if you manage it, then you're safe, and you can actually do the same thing, and your chances will be better since you're not encumbered, so you may as well go for that. There's no way both of you are gonna miss anyway, right? I don't want to die. Okay, thank God. Better for you anyway, because we need the level for you. It would have been great to have you class up, actually, for this next fight. I reckon you would have been extremely useful. Speed, that's good. Oh, your defense is 12? I could have sworn it was 15 like a minute ago. Why did I think that? Rolf's up to 15. Okay, so we're actually out of their ranges. We better just start moving then, and they'll catch up, whatever. Snooze, you lose, but we got moves. Okay. No more reinforcements, please. Just keep things chill, game. Okay. So Boyd moves fast, so I don't mind having him kind of go back here and then catch up with us in a second. He's used all of his weapons so much, but he'll have enough steel axe for the boss, I think. This is suddenly looking much more hopeful. Just so I know, 14, so he gets like 7 moves, so like 1, 2. He'll be there in like 3 or 4 turns. We can manage it. I need Rayson over... I gotta do the thing with Astrid. Well, you know what? They've only got 2 uses. I'm gonna have Rayson just tank it at this point, I think. It makes much more sense. I think they'll still go after Rayson even if they can't do damage, right? They did it at Reese at one point, right? I'll just put Ilion over there as well, just in case I'm wrong about that. Because at this point, it's only 2 more turns, and that's how long we're going to take to get these ones gone and then get up here anyway, so I'm not going to try and shoot them with a bow. I mean, I might when I get up there, but that's not going to be how I get rid of the blizzard. This would be a takedown if you got both of them, which is unlikely, but I shall entertain the possibility. Poke! Don't win me, bruh! Ow! Poke! Okay, that's about what I figured. That's not bad, though. That's an easy takedown for someone else now. Someone like Marsha, probably. Oh, well, actually, win good against you, so maybe not. Rolf has a hard time moving fast, so we better have, I guess Ike do it. He runs fast, and he can one-shot this with a steel sword. Cake! Has 99% chance. You have a 1% chance to miss. There we go. Boyd, I shall have Iron Axe this down. 13 and 13. That's not actually a takedown. Do it anyway. Wunk. Ow. Wunk. I should leave it enough for Jill to get a takedown, which she could use the XP. Oh, Mia's still level 19, so really she should be the one, but she's not close enough. Can she be shoved? No, you can't shove if you're mounted. I keep forgetting this. I didn't know it until today, actually. Which one's weaker? Use the weaker one. And a crit, just for showing off. Got it. Good. Ah. Oh, these missions make me anxious. The long ones like this where you gotta... It's always so... It's never just one thing you gotta keep track of. Okay, I gotta keep making sure you don't accidentally go into the blizzard range. I don't know why I don't have that marked. If there's anyone I didn't think we were gonna use in this next bit, I guess I could have them go up and try and speak to this. My only worry is that, like, in the last 3 turns, they'd spawn, like, 15 more people, and then we're screwed again, because I think, Wyvern Riders get 8, so they could even spawn a Wyvern Lord. I better just keep everyone together. There's no point in losing to something like that, even though what's in that house could be really good. There's just no point in risking that. As expected, they're going after Astrid here. This does about 10 damage, right? It's the first time it's ever hit, I think. And she'll be able to take them down with relative ease this time. Carrying only about these 4's ranges now. There are only 5 people left. Because you're going to go... You have 9, right? Let me just make absolutely sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Rayson sings you. This is the thing. You can probably take it down with anything, right? Yeah, because they can't respond from here, and you better do it with the iron bow because that's the best accuracy. That's his 14 and 14. Oh, that's not actually enough. Steel bow then. Still 99 accuracy. I don't mind that. We can get this gone, and then we will be able to advance very, very shortly. Pew! Supplementary pew. Not to mention Asuka gets a fair bit of experience for this with her Paragon and all. Oh yeah, sing her out of there. And let's try and put someone defensy up here so we can get this going, because we've only got the 6 turns left, really. Who would survive a hit from you? 24 damage and a crit of 6. It's doing 9 damage to you with no chance of crit, and that's out of the mage's ranges, yes? So they're gonna throw a spear at you and you're gonna respond with the bow, so that's actually probably the thing you should do. I'd say even go with the iron bow, don't waste your 28th shot any more than you really have to. And someone will just shove you into that range. We better put Marsha right beside you though, just to give you the little leg up in whatever she gives you. She gives you a bit of attack, accuracy, and a bit of dodge. Nice. And the rest of you carry on here. I'm gonna have you just heal, just because we don't know how much health we might want you at for this next bit. Mike is on his way too. How close are you to being transformed? Yeah, I don't think we can really hang around and wait for that. I'll see how much it grows by this next turn, but I don't think it's... At this point, we're close enough that it's probably more worth it to just have you sing a single person. Considering there's not much space here to really do much anyway. In the vein of messing about. Okay, so his range is actually bigger than the mage's, is that right? It looks that way. So we can at least put someone here this next turn and see if that lures him. I'm guessing it won't. If it does, that would be extremely appreciated by me. If this goes after you with the short spear, it does like 9 damage if it hits, which it doesn't, and you iron bow back with a fair bit back. 7 per. That's pretty good. Very nice. So since we have a 1 or 2 turns to spare here, I could have sworn we were on turn 16 already. 1 or 2 turns to spare here. I will just take this one out. Yeah, well, I could have Mia do it, but then she'd be in the range. How bad is she against? Well, axes lose out to swords, so she would actually be not a bad person to bring up to him, into his range, that is. Not that we're assuming he's going to come out. Meaning it's fine to have her finish this, I guess. If Rolf does 7 and 7 again, then she'll be able to finish that off with a standoff. And then maybe even Rayson could sing her so that she can vulnerary herself or something as the need arises. Owie. Pew! But it would be good to get me up to level 20. I would really appreciate that. We're in front of a shack. Watch this, guys. Aw. I wanted to... Oh, I get 2 hits. Great. I hope the people in that shack over there saw that. The amazing comeback of the century. Got hit the first time. Then... hit back. Strength up! About time! Good on ye, lass. Okay, so the mages are coming nowhere near, and you probably aren't going to come down. If you did, though, 33 minus her defense of 14 is 29 and 19, so you should be fine, but why bother taking risks and stuff when we may want you at max health? In fact, I can just leave. No, I want you here, though, because... Or is it better to have Ike? It is. But the turns we have, I should have had Ike move and then he do it, but never mind. I'm gonna just go here because I don't wanna waste too much time. This might bring him down. If it doesn't, we're gonna put someone very mage tanky here, draw down the mages, and that'll be on turn 17. And then turn 18 we spend finishing them off, and then we have turns 19 and 20 to get up here and take the hurt to you. Which actually doesn't seem like a lot of time now that I'm saying it aloud. But until I'm positive that he won't move from that spot, I don't feel comfortable putting a mage here. So I won't. Do you know what I could do actually is, if he doesn't move, is I could just have Astrid tear up there and rip through them. Or indeed a number of us. Okay. That's what I figured. Okay. So then that means that this turn, I don't know about fighting Shyram just yet, but we're at the very least going to try and take out those mages, and I just hope to God that Shyram doesn't move. I'm game design paradigm would state that he'd prefer to protect his spot, because technically the lose condition for them is me seizing that, and the lose condition for us is Ike dies, or 20 turns pass, so he would only go if he thought he had a chance of killing Ike, I guess. But the thing is, that's about technically. He might go if he has a chance of killing anyone, because he knows that will upset me and make me reset the game. But usually they don't do that, so I'm gonna assume that that's not how it's gonna go, and I'm gonna instead put my focus into finishing these ones. So this is 16 and 16 would be finished. Can you maybe do it with the Iron Lance then? 13 and 13. No. This isn't 100% chance, which is why I ask. Makes me kind of uncomfortable. I'm getting anxious. I'm almost tempted to use the killer bow here. That's not a good idea, though. 17 to 17 on you, taking maybe 7 here. And then I'll have you back up and then race and sing you, and then you do it again, and hopefully Gyro doesn't come after you, because if he does, then you'll have like 3 health, and that will be extremely bad for us. You could also dodge some stuff. It's cool, you don't have to. It was just a suggestion, Astrid. Don't worry about it. I understand you're under a lot of pressure, so am I. Probably not as much as you. That'll be a level for you anyway. That'll probably give you a leg up, and I like some defense, speed, and skill. Oh, strength and defense. You'll see no complaints from this side. Your dodge is 55. Actually, if he does move, then you have a decent chance to dodge it. So I shouldn't just put everyone up there, because he might prefer someone who doesn't have a decent chance to dodge it. Actually, but Mia will be fine. So I can at least put her up here. I'll have one of the mages shove Rayson. I'll have Boyd move up now. That seems prudent. Oh, wait, no. No, don't go there. That's where Rayson needs to go. After he is shoved by... should be Soren, because... Yana... No, it should be Rolf, because he doesn't get extra fitness, so he's only doing about 5 damage with his bow shots. Or 4 if he uses the Brave Bow, so he should be the one to shove Rayson into almost certain death. And he sings Astrid, she takes out the other mage, and then we are good to just rush the boss this next turn. I hope. If he moves, I will call shenanigans, because I already put Mia in his range and he didn't move then. Let me just see what crit chance she has here. Not actually doing it yet. Yeah, she's 100% chance to hit, 38% chance to crit, and doing 5 damage. That's like a decent, probably about 20 damage there. And if Rayson stings her to do it twice, that's already a large part of the boss fight taken care of. So I think she's going to be instrumental here, as long as she doesn't get killed by this beforehand, which she doesn't look like she's about to be. Yes, that's better accuracy. Please, please don't pull any shenanigans last minute here, game. Shyrom's crit chance is low, so there's no more chance of anything awful like that happening. You tank... God, that's such a scary animation. It looks so important. Oh, man. It's going to be a handful of XP for you as well. I'm probably not going to bring you on a few missions after this because we'll be so overleveled. I could even have you run away, really, honestly. It's maybe not a bad idea just because I'm so scared. I'm just trying to consider the angle here that maybe he suddenly starts to move now that we're getting close. Of course, then there's not much I can do to protect Rayson except rescue with, like, Jill, which cuts her speed in half down to, like, 8, and then he doubles her and she dies. I'm freaking out here. Because sometimes they love doing weird stuff like that, where all of a sudden the boss is just like, oh, maybe I should just, like, change all the rules. Do you know what I can do is I can put Jill... Yes, okay, we have a few turns, so I'm just because you're low on health, I'm going to put Jill here as a defensive... Oh, well, the Tomahawk can be thrown, so I guess it doesn't really help Rayson. Especially. He's not going to move. He's not going to move. It's fine. But I'm so nervous. Whatever. If he is going to move, this is the safer thing to do anyway, so I understand. There's no point in not doing it, I guess. Just a bit of a waste of time, but we've got enough turns to do it. Ooh, wait, hang on. Here's an idea. Okay, Giga Brain strat. Take Rayson... Oh, you can take and then drop in the same turn? Oh, well then definitely do it. I didn't know that was how that worked. That's exceptionally much better. Alright, and then this next turn we're actually finally going to do it for real, I promise. I just wanted to be absolutely sure he wasn't going to just come out and destroy anyone. Oh no, but people are spawning! Oh god, well that's bad. I mean, it doesn't matter, because we're probably going to manage to take him out in this turn, but... And this, thankfully, they spawned a very slow person. But god, I didn't think there would be any more of those. Granted that you're transformed, because now you have greater movement speed and can res 4 people at once. And now it comes just, you know, the boss fight. Oh shoot, I didn't heal you. Well, that's tedious. You know what, it's fine, because you can't actually reach this turn anyway. Until you are helped by Rayson. So I'll have you put just on the outside of Rayson's helpy range. And get vulneraried. If you heal once, you'll be able to tank 1 hit from him, which is all I ask. Yeah, I've made everyone far away now because I was so worried about everything. Let's see how you can do here, because you might be the first one we want here. Okay, so that's 11 twice, which is really good, and a decent crit chance, 22 there. And how can you do, say, with the Lagoose Slayer? 6 and 6, that's also pretty good. So I think what I want to do is have all our mounted people get over here. Actually, can you do anything decent damage? Probably not. You're not the most damagey guy. No. This is it then. I'm getting all my mounted people right beside here. And they're going to be the first thing I do is sing them. And the use of that is now we can pull our melee people out of the way with rescues to get a bunch of melee hits on them on him because he's kind of hiding here. So that makes it tedious to get many melee hits on him. But we can do it now. And of course, I've obviously... done Astrid up now so that she... Oh, more defense is good for you. Astrid can now attack at all. Let's see how you do on that, by the way. It's still terrible chances to hit you, and you have really good chances of doing lots of damage. Is it... Yeah, I mean, you can... Well, if he uses that stun thing on you, then you get immobilized. But doesn't it... Actually, the stun maybe also does a bit extra damage. Let's go... That's maybe not the safest thing to start with, then. What can you do, by the way, with the standoff? That's still, like... It was, like, 4 damage. Okay, so we have a bunch of melee people in a row here who can do some good stuff. Starting with Boyd, because he has the most chances to... destroy. He's only taking 20 damage here, which sounds like a lot, but given they only have a 50% chance to hit and they can't even do 2, it's probably fine. Give it a try there, Boyd. Neither of us desires a drawn-out battle. Come! Hold nothing back! I sure won't. You have no idea what it took me to get here, Shyram. Ow! Thwunk. Okay, great. So that's brought him down to 23. That's a considerable amount. Oscar, just knock him out of the way there. I am very curious about Jill's dialogue, though. Should we throw a javelin just... Oh, she can talk. Okay, maybe just do that and then move again so that we don't have to... I wish I could have a melee person attack here, have her talk, and then have her pick them up, but I don't think I can do that. Why don't you just talk and then move again? How about that? Father! Jill. Is that you? Why? Why are you doing this terrible thing? You must close the floodgates now! The fields will be lost, but there may be time to save the homes. I cannot. Father? If you wish to stop the water, you must defeat your father. That is the only way. What is it? There has to be a reason. I know that an act like this cannot be what you desire. Jill, you must leave. Please, if you can't do that, then slay me. There's no more time. Very well. In that case, I will fight with you. What did you say? Not as a soldier of Dain, but as one of your soldiers. I will fight. Jill, calm yourself. You mustn't get caught up in the emotions of the moment and lose your way. Joining the Crimean army opened my eyes. For the first time, I was able to think about what I fight for. Until that moment, I only did as I was ordered. It was all for fame and glory. Now I finally understand. I fight for those I wish to protect. Father, I want to fight for you. Even if you come to regret it. Wait, did I just... She's not gonna ditch me now because of that, is she? Yes, I'm prepared for that. I, Jill Fizzart, hereby return myself to the command of General Shyram. What are your orders, sir? Jill! That was not the idea! What in the mother of fudge bucket are you doing? What? Well... That's great. Now I basically have to either kill Jill or hope that Astrid kills him right now, because otherwise we are capitally screwed. What? That can't... And I can't even use Marcia now because I have to have her to be the one to finish. I mean, I guess Jill's not, like, immediately super powerful. She's not going to kill any of us, probably. Jill, I'm extremely disappointed in you. God, I wish they had their... Damn, because now our melee people can't get in, which was the entire... If I'd only done Ike first. No, but then that wouldn't even... Shit! I mean, I guess Jill won't be able to kill any of the people who are immediately close here. Well, that's being pretty presumptuous about us not getting hit by this. Then I guess the safe thing to do is not do that this turn, because Shyram's probably not going to move. I hope she rejoins us after this, too, because she's got all my weapons. And I've been training her so hard. I better not go after him with Astrid then, because if he gets a hit on her, then she's down at 2 health, and Jill will have an easy kill on her, which is not good at all. I should wait for her to move out of the way to hit one of us, and then we can have continue on our melee thing. But that's just completely uncalled for. I feel genuinely betrayed, not only by Jill, but by the game designers. They've just been pulling every stupid trick out to try and kill me this mission. I'm officially declaring that I'm not a fan of this mission. And I'm sure there's gonna be like a billion people who are like, well, they warned you. Har was all like, I'm sure it'll just cause sorrow for you. But that's what they said about Rayson. He said it would kill me to speak to Naysala, and then they wanted me to bring him. So, god damn it, that was literally like the last mission. You can't teach me a lesson in one mission and then be like, haha, gotcha, you're wrong for trying to apply it in the next one. God damn it, game. So mean. At least she's not outspeeding any. I guess the real worry here is that she goes after, well, she's gonna use the javelin if she can help it. So she'll do that javelin. It probably won't kill Rayson. He's way outspeedier than her. Her crit is 17. His is better. His dodge, that is. He's doing 21 to his... God, that's just so... That's so mean. Oh, but you're gonna have better take your bow off because you might... If she goes after you, then you'll retaliate and kill her, which is not good. So I'm gonna back out so that she has to move somewhere to hit one of us. Can't hit anyone else squishy from there, can she? Nah. I'll take your bow off so that you don't accidentally kill Jill. Use a vulnerary here just because everything is making me anxious here. I don't think she can kill any one of us. Maybe Marcia I should be worried about. You're much faster, but defense is only 9 to her 21. -9. I'm glad they didn't, like, bump her stats once she left us. There's 12 damage on you, so you'll survive that. Oh, but you won't survive if you get critted, so I'm gonna get Marcia out of there. Jeez. I gotta say, that's the first time I've ever had that happen in any Fire Emblem. That's for damn sure. I'm still mad, but damn, what a twist. Alright, I'll just push you two a little closer up. And hopefully as soon as she moves, we can take down Chiron this next turn. Ah, he's healing. Oh, it's only 4. Okay, that's not that bad. Well, he could use an elixir on his turn, I guess. She's going after Oscar. She'll hit twice because he's slow, but it's not gonna kill. Oh, but the crit. Oh, if you crit him. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, thank God. I didn't even think about the crit chance. God, I'm so shaken. And the knight comes over and doesn't do anything. Okay, thank God. All right, Jill, I'm heartbroken. My disappointment is immeasurable, but we're going to kill your father now. Get out of my way. Where's Boyd, by the way? Oh, he picked him up. Right. Well, that's unfortunate, because he would be great here. Once again, I'm going to start with the melee attacks here. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Melee attacks here. You're gonna have a very good chance of dodging here. You do 6 and 6. Hopefully a crit happens, and then it's a little easier than that. But God, this is a 3-hour play session, and they try and pull something like that on me at the end. You're the enemy general, right? I am. I lead the Crimean army. My name is Ike. I know this is sudden, but can we end this battle? You're literally the only one standing in front of the floodgate. I mean, it would be really, really much better if you didn't die here. What? I'd like you to shut the floodgates. There's no need to involve the locals in our combat, is there? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Until one of us has fallen, the water will continue to flow. If that's how it has to be, then I have no choice. Prepare yourself. Ha! So that's the animal general, yes. The enemy general, eh? If he's the man he appears to be, I can die knowing that Jill is safe. Wonk! You wonk! Okay, that was good stuff. I think I want you to do this. You can also do 6 and 6 with this, but go for the killer bow. I want something flashy. And I want to lower the amount of chances he has to hit us. Come on, Astrid. You've always gotten crits when it's necessary? Okay, not always. I mean, okay, I did exaggerate just then. Please don't get stunned or anything weird like that. Eee! Okay, crit now? Not yet, but that's low enough that anyone could get an easy takedown here. It does not go down without a fight, this one, I say. I chant both of you with a boodly-doodly-doo. I get Ike out of the way. I pass it on to Mia, who with the standoff can do 4 here. Oh, right, because you're weapon type. So is it better to do with a weaker sword? Nah, none of these are good enough. This looks good for you, I'd say. Unless this stun thing happens, and that's some kind of... I don't know what the deal with that is. Wonk! Eesh! Wonk! Oh, thank God. The rest is up to you. Jill. She's just from the other side of the field, like, what? See, Jill, your dad is dead. We can, calm this the hell down now, can't we? Okay, or not. Well, we'll go seize this then, and, I hope you're happy you betrayed us. Hope you feel great about that. Enter and clear the map. Oh, my God. I don't think I let anyone die or anything like that. Why does the music keep double starting like that? General Ike, sir, the floodgates have been closed. Soren, what's the damage to the surrounding area? It's terrible. All the fields and homes have been completely destroyed. I see. I don't think this is what the enemy general wanted either. So why did this have to happen? It's heartless. What will happen to those who've lost their homes? Can we do anything to help them? You want to aid the people of our enemy, but it's time and energy we cannot afford. Soren, take a portion of our supplies and distribute it among the locals. What? Are you serious? Our opponent is the Dayan army. We've no quarrel with these people. I know you feel for these people, but this is war. We don't have... I don't know what it will accomplish, Soren, but moving on without lifting a finger is something I cannot do. I understand. I'd rather regret something I had done than regret taking no action at all. I would like to help, too. Perhaps I can aid the injured. Idiocy. Take that, Soren. 1, 2, 3, 5 in all. We're lucky to have that many. Captain Har, what are we supposed to do now? General Shiram is dead and our homes are gone. What are we to do with our families? What do you want to do? We've lost any right we had to stay here. So that leaves Benyon or Crimea. General Chiron was slain by Crimea. Joining with them now is not... It is not possible. Then all you can do is return to Benyon. I doubt you'll get a hero's welcome, but I have an old friend in the Pegasus Knights. Shall I contact her? Oh, gods. 18 long years. What does any of it mean now? Don't say that. No matter what, I'm proud to have served under General Chiron. You're right. It was an honor. I am sad to have had to kill him, but we did take every opportunity to try and avoid that, including... Jill! Jill! What the H? If she's no longer in our party, and we spent all that time grinding her up from level 7 or whatever it was, well, that's that. We've gained some time by flooding the river, but it won't hold them for long. I knew that foreign cur was useless. It's like the decisive battle will be fought near the capital. We're that close to the capital? Yikes, things are gonna get dicey real fast. Preparations are complete, General Petrine. In order to ease command for you, Sir Brian will serve as your deputy. Regarding strategy, it would be easiest if you spoke with him directly. Sorry to tell you this, Ina, but I'm not the one who'll be directing our forces in the capital. Will it be the Black Knight, then? The plans must be adjusted slightly. I'll select someone else to act as his deputy. No, not him either. His Majesty wishes you to direct the defenses, Ina. Me? I am to take command of the army. That's right. You're moving up in the world, General Ina. It's too much for me. I must confirm this with the king. What a rare sight this is. I've never seen you so flustered. Listen, if you wish to meet with His Majesty, you must fulfill your duties. He's ordered that there be no communications until that time. I'm a bit late. Well, if it isn't the Big Black Knight. It's been such a long time. You're always so very busy, aren't you? Here one day, there the next. Your secret maneuvers are... They are proof of the trust His Majesty has placed in me. Ina, go to the East Gate. You have a visitor. Very well. Is it the worm? Did he bring it with him? It appears so. He insists that he give it directly over to Ina, though. As long as it is ours, it makes no difference. When Ina returns, you will be the one to take it directly to the king. Show care that it is not unwrapped on the way there. That could be unfortunate. So this is the medallion, no doubt, they're talking about. Who is the worm? I guess Nasir is the only one who I can think of, but I don't need to be told that. More importantly, what will you do now? Is Nasir trying to fix for one of them? I guess what he thinks is that Ashnard... Maybe what he thinks is that Ashnard... If he is still on our side, maybe what he thinks is that Ashnard will be unable to resist the temptation, will touch it himself, go berserk, and kill his whole army, and then we only have to deal with him. Which would be tough, as I understand, given he's supposed to be pretty strong, but it would be easier than fighting the whole army and then him, I guess. Me? I will tell you things that will be off camera, because the audience doesn't need to know that. Ina, have you been well? Where is Literon's medallion? Right here. Take it, please. It feels so heavy. And it's not all the wrapping, either. Could this be the chaotic energy of an evil god? So you can now return to King Ashnard's side, can you not? No, not yet. What do you mean? I've been entrusted with the defense of the capital. I must face the Crimean army. No! Thank you. You've done so much for me. But now it's enough. Please, reclaim your freedom. There's no need for you to follow Dan's orders any longer. And you? Do you mean to die? No, I cannot retreat. Even if I have to slaughter the entire Crimean army, I will return to him. Yet he thinks nothing of you. That matters not. The only place I belong is at his side. I will most likely never see you again. I will pray for your eternal happiness. Ina, wait! Forget about me. That is my final request. Farewell, Nasir. Right, okay, so Nasir's given this emerald medallion over. Ina. And what about what's that about your freedom? He's got some kind of blood contract that he's got to follow here? Ah, save. Oh my god. I'm so ready to be done with this. 3 hours! Sweet Jiminy Crickets. I'm not going to look forward to editing that one. Well, that was a bleak end for Shiram, an unfortunate turn of things for Jill. A shame for Ina, who doesn't seem to be super gung-ho about fighting with Dan. Whose side she wants to return to, we can't say. And a shame for Nasir, because that's obviously not what he wanted. And a shame for us, because now they've got the medallion. Things look pretty grim all around. But it's saved now, and we're past that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have saved after having perma-lost Jill, but she isn't dead. That's something I can say for us. Maybe there'll be an info later where she comes back. I mean, she's made her choice. I respect that, I guess. As a friend of hers, it would be wrong of me to hold it over her, I guess, too much. Everyone's got to make choices and take allegiances now, but damn. That hurts. That's where this episode's gonna end, though. Thank you so much for bearing through it. The next video going up on the channel is gonna be some more Tales of Hysteria. Hopefully we will carry on here, and we'll have less missions that take quite that long. It's funny that the one with a time limit should take longer, but you have to plan every move there. You can't just say, well, I'll do it in 50 turns after healing a bunch or whatever. And especially the fact that I didn't bring healers made it tougher. I probably should have brought at least one. But then we really needed most of those offensive people. Hopefully I shall see you down the road then. This road of glowitude, this luminous road. This path that is radiant. Thank you very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. And I'm just gonna be out of here now. Peace! And it seems pretty big, so I wonder how many floors there are gonna be. Hopefully there'll be some kind of shortcut down to the entrance at some point around here. The architecture's so weird here. Each floor is an absolute anomaly and completely different from the others. Okay, these elevators are bringing us up pretty high each time. Seems like the wind stepping is more or less just to get around here. Whoa, new enemy. Yellow.